Previously on Lion Mums.
Mrs. Lian, Miss Sim has already been briefed about Hillary's
The
condition.
use of the mic is compulsory.
Kaka.
Is it Miss Sim again?
I'm here to serve a summons for Homini. You've been served.
Vote for Jennifer Tan.
Have you heard the latest news?
Chae Lian is back in the race again.
Well, what are you talking about?
We don't want same old, same old. The system is broken. We want someone on the outside to call it as it is.
You wanted to talk?
I wanted to suggest that you get out of the race.
Like you said, it's time for new blood.
My work on the PTA is not done yet.
I'm willing to compromise. Formally support my plans to add more programs for the academically weaker.
I will not make promises that I don't know if I can keep. Anyway, whether you're in this race or not makes no difference to me because I will win.
Ada, Miss Sim is coming. Ada, Miss Sim is coming. Everyone, get up! Everybody!
What's the meaning of this? Ada Lee, is it not your responsibility to make sure everyone is standing and ready to greet the teacher?
Mrs. Chan always gives us a few minutes to get ready for her.
Am I Mrs. Chan? Nabilah, I saw you helping Ada. Why did you do that?
Because she's my best friend. Friends are supposed to help each other.
Take off your monitor sash. Ada Lee, you are unfit to be class monitor. You are irresponsible. You do not appreciate the importance of discipline. And you do not respect the teacher. I'm appointing a new class monitor. Nabilah Reza.
Me?
Ada, put on the sash for Nabilah.
Jennifer, are you sure about this dress, huh?
Trust me.
Lucy, can you cover for me with this long?
Are you sure? It looks like she's about to buy out the entire store.
Something's come up with my daughter and I gotta go pick her up from the school.
Jennifer!
Go.
Jennifer!
Why is he doing this to me, Du? I mean, what have I ever done to him to make him want to do this to me? Sure, we've had our disagreements about Kai, but I mean, still, why couldn't he just talk to me? Min, can he do it? Take Kai away from me.
Look, Min, he's just throwing mud against the wall and trying to see what sticks. And anyway, I will not let him do that.
I haven't told my parents. They're gonna go crazy when they find out. Maybe you should answer that. It's been going on for a while.
Oh,
What is it?
Nabilah's been made class monitor.
Oh, that's great. Wait, isn't Ada a class monitor?
Jen, about...
Mommy, look!
Later, okay, Sam?
Sim, G.
I know, sweetie. I know.
Is everything all right, Mommy?
I'm gonna take her home first.
Hey, Kai.
Daddy!
You have the nerve showing up here, you know?
Kai and I always go for lunch and ice cream every Wednesday.
I'll see you guys later.
You wanna have ice cream with us too?
Mommy can't. She has to work. Right, Min?
No, Min. Let him take Kai. It won't look good if we start denying him access. Just act normal.
I can't look at him with that.
Don't give him any ammunition against you, man.
Don't eat too much ice cream, Kai. Have a good time with your dad.
Let's go.
Don't you ever make me do that.
Min, he's gonna keep testing you. You need to learn not to fall into his trap. Come, let's go get coffee, okay?
Mummy,
Yes?
if I promise to pay attention in class, will Miss Sim let me be class monitor again?
Sweetie, I think Miss Sim just wants to let everyone have a chance at being class monitor.
So, after everyone gets their chance, it could be my turn again?
Does every single mommy in the class have to congratulate Nabilah on her appointment?
Well, it's obligatory social maintenance. Except right now, I don't even feel like I can celebrate Nabilah being a class monitor.
Let me guess. You feel like the girl who stole her best friend's boyfriend the second she went out of town.
I keep telling myself that Nabilah didn't take it from Ada, but it doesn't make me feel any better. So anyway, where were we? Sole custody and care and control will mean that Kai will stay with Marcus and Marcus will make all the big decisions. You just get access.
He's turning the tables, giving me a taste of my own medicine.
Min, you need to learn not to panic and to keep calm. Because as a mother of a child, the law favors you. Jen sent her congratulations. Now I feel like I can't even enjoy Nabilah's good news because Jen's making me feel so bad.
I guess I should withhold my congratulations. Whoa.
Listen up now. Sometimes people say some things that they don't mean. Sometimes people act so strange out of jealousy. Maybe I don't dress the way that you think I should. You might think something looks bad, but if I think it looks good, it don't really matter what you say. Yeah. I'm gonna keep on doing me, shining like the sun. We're all made of stars, we all belong. We can party together.
I think I had too much ice cream.
With you, Daddy?
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Kai, how about spending more time with Daddy? Like maybe weekdays with Daddy, but weekends with Mommy?
You mean stay with you?
Yeah. You can have your own room, a lot more toys. You can have a pet if you want. How about a hamster?
I like being with Mummy, but I also like doing worksheets and having lunch with you. How about Weekends with you and Mummy?
Yeah, sure. You want some more?
No.
Jen, are you okay?
No, I'm not. I had to tell a big lie to Ada just now.
Wait, Ada knows about it?
I know it's not Nabilah's fault, but Miss Sim made Ada pass it to Nabilah.
Jen, we're talking about the photo.
Someone took a picture of Ada having to put the sash on Nabilah?
Jen, this and another fake meme are circulating around a few WhatsApp groups at Charleston.
I can't believe Chae Lian would resort to such low-down, dirty, underhand tactics. Fake news?
But we don't know if it's her. She just doesn't strike as that kind of person.
This is good.
Having your scandalous past exposed for the world to see is good?
No, she's scared. She thinks I'm gonna win, and that's why she's doing this. Well, two can play at this game.
Jen, what are you saying?
Well, everyone thinks that Chae Lian is this perfect parent with these perfect children. Nobody's that perfect. I mean, I'm proof of that. We just have to find her weakness, her flaw, and expose it to the world. Once everybody knows, they'll vote for me.
Jen, the PTA president town hall debate is in a week. You should focus on preparing for your debate.
I'll be fine. I just need someone to keep tabs on Chae Lian. And I need to know, are you two with me?
Well, as long as I don't have to do anything illegal.
We're here to confiscate. New rules we designate. We're taking over competition. We annihilate. We're the new leaders. Ain't got no competitors. We're rising to the top. We got a game you can't stop. We're taking over. We're taking over. Nobody do it better. Superior to the letter. We cash, we not credit. The record, we gon' set it. We taking over. We taking over. I come highly rated. This ain't so complicated. Wipe that smile off your face while I put you in your place.
$118.80.
How you know, miss?
I'm gonna skip all the vegetables. Okay, we're gonna do this tofu thing.
We're here to confiscate. New rules we designate. We're taking over competition. We annihilate.
Okay. Thank you.
Taking over.
So what did you guys find out?
Oh, that woman? She should be in the army. She's that fit.
She's a carb Nazi.
Oh, and she can do mental math.
You know she makes the kids exercise? You sound like you're in awe, and you didn't find any dirt.
Look, Jen, are you sure you want to do this?
Look, I need to fight fire with fire.
Hey, Chae Lian. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go settle Minnie's custody battle.
Yeah, and I've got to get back to the store. I took off the morning, so you two go on off.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Mrs. Cole.
Sorry, I'm late. Oh, great. Brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. That's really nice.
It's good?
Yeah, look at the colors.
Okay, class. That is normal ice. This is dry ice. Okay, class, listen up. This is frozen carbon dioxide. When it melts, it will not produce liquid, but gas. Oh, careful. Dry ice isn't like normal ice. It will burn you. Watch and learn. Watch.
Two more minutes.
What's wrong? I did the wrong page. I misheard Miss Sim.
Lian, why are you so slow?
I misheard the page that it was signed Miss Sim.
Is everyone doing page 23?
Yes.
Lian, you were not paying attention.
You did not use the mic just now, so
Looking back. You're in trouble now.
I heard page 37 instead of 23. I was reading your lips.
And misreading my lips causes you to make a tear in the page.
I was in a hurry to finish.
Was it because I wasn't using the mic?
No.
That question did not require an answer, Lian. Recess club for you.
Miss Sim, I need to go to toilet.
Three mistakes. Recess club for you too. Nabilah Reza, Ng Shu Tian, Nicole Teo, Eunice 1. Go for your recess. The rest of you, recess club.
Miss Sim, I'm Jennifer Tan.
Ada's mother, she's in your class. I was wondering, is there a problem with regards to Ada? Because she came home without her classroom monitor sash.
The class monitor position is a privilege and not a right, Mrs. Lee.
Yes, I understand. But Mrs. Chen, the previous form teacher...
I am the form teacher now.
Yes, and I know you have that right, but...
Ada Lee is simply too irresponsible for that position. A new class monitor has been appointed. Case closed. Now, if you would excuse me, I have to dismiss my class.
Mrs. Lian,
Yes?
I think it's unfair what happened to the other kids because of Hillary.
Did Hillary do anything to Chloe?
My son was held back during recess today. Again. He said it's because of Hillary, that she provokes the teacher.
My poor Joshua has UTI because he's not able to go to the bathroom at recess.
Mrs. Lim, Mrs. Ko, my Hillary is also a victim here.
Joshua tells me that Miss Sim punishes the whole class after Hillary aggravates her, asking about the microphone.
Hillary has special needs. Miss Sim is ignoring her.
My son doesn't need the special treatment that your special daughter gets.
I'm just as concerned as the both of you, which is why I'm running for the PTA president to deal with Miss Sim's behavior.
Great. Now that crazy teacher will have an excuse to punish our kids even more.
Mommy, I'm hungry. I couldn't go for recess today.
I'm gonna take her for a bite. See you later.
Okay. Come on.
I suppose you have nothing to complain about when it comes to Miss Sim, since she appears to favor her daughter.
Well, I don't agree with her methods, but she is the form teacher. Let's go.
Hey, I came over as soon as I received a message. Hillary, was it because she didn't use the mic again?
And she made Caleb stand and face the wall for the entire lesson, just because he drank water without her permission.
I told you she's evil, Mummy.
That is why I'm going to make sure I become the PTA president. Let's go.
Kai waited half an hour to have dinner with you. I thought you were coming home earlier.
Stephanie, my new boss, is creating even more work with her incompetence. And wait, Mum, can you stay for a few more hours? I have a group project meeting to go to.
Look, I know you have work and school now, but don't forget that Kai should be your priority.
He's my only priority. You think it's easy juggling school and work? I'm doing this for us.
I know all that. I'm just saying that Kai is now at an age where he needs his mother, that's all.
So you think I'm a bad mother too? God, you're just like Marcus.
Just not what I... Wait, has something happened?
No, nothing.
Well, that definitely tells me something is going on.
Marcus is suing for custody of Kai.
What? Can he even do that? Why is he doing that? And you let him take Kai for ice cream earlier? What were you thinking? What if he doesn't bring him back? What did you say to him to make him do this to you?
Are you serious? This is my fault now?
Mommy, you're home. Is it my turn to read to you tonight?
Kai, Mommy has something on tonight, so Grandma will read to you, okay? Get your book ready, okay?
Okay. Good night.
Min.
I have to go. Thanks for dinner.
Min!
Persistence is the midwife of victory.
Just like necessity is the mother of invention. But I gotta say, Jen, I don't really see how this is incriminating. I mean, the paper bag
is clear evidence she's bribing the school principal.
Wait, let me see.
And did you know that she's moderating the PTA election debate? She'll probably go easy on her. And I bet that's why all her ideas for the programs for gifted children are fully funded.
So you're intending to make this viral?
Clearly. I wouldn't stoop to that level. I'll find the right time during the debate and bring it up. All this strategizing is making me hungry. I'm gonna get myself some rainbow cake.
You know, I really don't see Chae Lian as the type who will bribe a principal.
I guess this photo is incriminating, but I know what you mean. She doesn't really seem like the type.
Right? Yeah. We really need to find out who's the one who made those fake memes. Yeah.
Okay, are you two ready to help me prep for the debate?
Rainbow cake, please.
This one's mine.
Kai, why aren't you at recess?
I'm waiting for my friends. When you don't have recess, you're so hungry. All you can think of is food.
Kids, go for recess.
Nabilah, where are Ada and Hillary?
They're in recess club. Are you coming?
I'll wait for them. Maybe Miss Sim will let them out.
I'll get you a sandwich.
Mr. Azali, do you think Miss Sim will let them out if I ask her nicely?
Hey, Azura, can you get me lunch? I'm gonna be stuck here for a while unraveling Stephanie's chicken scratches. Is nasi lemak okay?
Why don't you give this lawyer a call and just talk to him? He comes highly recommended by Auntie Rosaline. It's good to have a second opinion, right? And Durrani is not a family lawyer. Your father and I will pay for it.
I trust you. She would rather die than let Marcus take Kai away from me.
Then maybe I should go talk to Marcus. I mean, we have a good relationship, Min. He understands how important Kai is to me and your father. Maybe this is all just a misunderstanding. I should go talk to him.
You will not. I don't want you going to him and saying things that can be turned around and used against me.
So you're saying it's my fault he's doing this to you?
No.
But Mom, sometimes you say these things and I know you don't mean it that way. I'm just trying to help. And you are being your usual stupid, stubborn self. Fine. You want to handle this on your own? Just go ahead. But if I never see my grandson again, I will never forgive you.
Ah, my guy's here.
What are you doing with all this dry ice, Mr. Razali? Having a party at home?
I'm buying some ice cream later for my wife.
Oh.
That will help keep my ice cream cold. Oh, hello, Miss Sim.
Mr. Razali, please call me Cheryl.
Cheryl, finish your marking already? How do you do it?
Joshua, you will mark half the books as punishment. I try to be efficient so I can focus on lesson prep. Your class was boisterous the other day.
Oh, my apologies. I was showing them a science experiment and that must have got them excited. This is your first year teaching P1, right?
Yes, but P1 or P6, they are all the same. What these children need is a firm hand and enough attention. Have a nice day, Razali.
Mr. Razali, could you get me some dry ice for tomorrow?
For what?
To keep my ice cream cold.
Let's go.
I was history, but now you gotta deal with me. You thought you'd never see me again. My story's never gonna come to an end. I'm back with a vengeance, got my crew in attendance. We are back.
Children, ready? Let's go.
Hi.
Miss Sim.
Miss Sim.
Chae Lian, all the best. Go Team Chae!
Thank you. Let's go find Sim.
Do your best, Jennifer. Thank you.
Sweet. Are you all prepared?
I think so.
I support you all the way. Always. Go Team Chae. I think I take two, ah.
Mrs. Lian. Well, I'm looking forward to the debate later.
Thank you for your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Charleston's Parent-Teacher Association's annual general meeting. I must say I'm very pleased with the turnout today. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our special guest of honor, Mrs. Ho Lee Ching, the chairwoman of the School Advisory Board. All right, let the debate commence. Please welcome our two candidates, Mrs. Jennifer Lee. Good and Mrs. Chae Lian. First question. What is your vision for Charleston's PTA? Mrs. Lee, you have 1 minute.
Thank you, Principal Ko. I think the question we have to ask ourselves is this. What kind of school do we want? And what kind of future do we want for our children? Do we want a PTA that is only interested in perpetuating elitist ideas? Or do we want a more inclusive PTA that cares about each and every student? Ada, this is my daughter sitting here in the orange. I want a Charleston that embraces her. One that sees her as their own, even if she's normal and ordinary.
Mrs. Lian?
I would love to have a grandiose vision of the PTA. One filled with catchy slogan and big ideas.
Charleston for all is not vague ideas. It's a noble initiative.
Having served for 3 years on the PTA in different capacities, most recently as the president for the last 2 years, I know it is more important to get things done than just talk about ideas.
And look who's just talking.
My vision is simply to ensure that the PTA carries out the programs put in place effectively, and that teachers and parents have a high level of interaction and rapport. Both teachers and parents must work closely together well if the students were to benefit.
Next question. Please explain why you will do a better job than the immediate past PTA president, Chae Lian.
That's such a great question. I wonder who asked it.
It's a bit hard for me to surpass myself, but I'll try my best. As for doing a better job, why improve on what's already great?
What's wrong with you people? That's such a great answer.
There she goes again, talking about what a good job she did in the past and asking us to trust her again to make Charleston greater. Enough of that. Enough of the decisions that only take account the needs of the 10%. It's time the silent majority is spoken for. It's time the average, the special needs, the ungifted had a voice. It's time we drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp?
Drain the swamp. Drain the swamp. Yeah.
Mrs. Lee first on the next question. What makes you uniquely qualified for the role of Charleston's PTA president?
I am a working mother, and I understand the challenges of an average parent at Charleston. I don't have the luxuries of tutoring her or devoting all my time to her academic needs. Most importantly, I'm a mother of a child who is academically struggling. I bring an empathy, a perspective that the current PTA at Charleston doesn't have. An inclusive mindset, not an elitist one.
Mrs. Lian?
I think we should just cut to the chase. Does PTA want a woman with moral issues hating it? Or someone with an impeccable character and an outstanding track record as a mother?
Nasty woman.
I knew it! I knew Chae Lian wouldn't stoop as low as to spread those fake photos. Give me back my phone! This is evidence. I'm just telling the truth about Jennifer. This is her husband.
And your spelling sucks.
That's right. My phone!
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time that we all know the truth about Chae Lian. I didn't want to say anything, but the truth must be told. I mean, since she's making character a central feature of this debate. Let's make this clear. I just want to say that this debate is rigged because the moderator is not a neutral party.
Mrs. Lee?
Oh. And I have proof.
It was Serafina. Serafina is the one who's been circulating the fake news.
Chae, you don't mind me calling you Chae, or do you prefer Mrs. Lian? Would you care to explain this photo?
I'm happy to, although it will spoil the surprise. The bag is a gift for today's guest of honor, Mrs. Ho Lee Ching, who has served the school board tirelessly for the past 10 years. As I have a friend working at the boutique, I offered to help Mrs. Ko, the principal, purchase the bag at a good price.
Mrs. Lian, why don't you just show it to them?
Drain the swamp.
Mrs. Ko, would you like to inspect it personally, Mrs. Lee?
Teacher, too late.
Maybe I should just go home now instead of staying here and embarrassing myself even further.
Hey, you put up a good fight. And for what it's worth, you've really created an awareness that even in brand name schools like Charleston, there are kids who need help keeping up.
Jennifer.
Yeah?
My daughter is dyslexic. And I only found out after she got into Charleston. I really want her to stay here. And thanks to you, I'm not ashamed to admit it. Charleston for all.
See? Even if you lose, you've created awareness, given people hope, made them think, yes, we can when it comes to bringing change to Charleston.
I guess I did.
Mrs. Sip.
Chae Lian! Congratulations on the appointment.
The votes are still being counted.
Yeah, you surely win one lah. And after what the stupid Jennifer Lee did...
I know what you did, and I just want you to know.
Don't be silly, Chae. We stay-at-home moms have to stick together. And we need to expose the truth about that woman. So no need to thank me, okay? Go Team Chae. Anyway, do you need help on the PTA team? Yeah, I used to be the VP, you know.
Mrs. Sip, do you really think that I would have someone who commits despicable, underhand acts in my name working with me?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the votes. And the winner is Mrs. Chae Lian for PTA President. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Congrats. See, I told you you'd win.
Just so you know, I have a picture of you stealing the beef. Thank you, Mrs. Hall. Thank you. Mommy did it. Thank you. Thank you.
Every smile's like you're telling a lie to me. Every look is a mystery.
Congratulations.
Thank you. For what it's worth, you put up a good fight. The photo aside.
Well, I'm not going to stop fighting for Ada and the other kids who need more help.
I wouldn't expect you to. You love your daughter enough to do whatever it takes to help her, and I respect that.
Perhaps we can find a way to make Charleston greater for all.
Excuse me, Mummies.
What she did to Hillary was so cruel.
What she did to Ada was wrong.
Wait, is that why you ran?
The only reason.
Then why didn't you say something?
How she treats my daughter is my problem.
No, Chae Lian. Miss Sim is everyone's problem. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna watch her and observe her behavior. And when she crosses the line,
count me in. Charleston for all. Live it, breathe it.
I know I can't make you. I don't.
it was a great campaign slogan.
Maybe the PTA can consider it part of making Charleston greater.
Have a great day.
Hey. So much for our plan to have an insider on the PTA. What are we gonna do now?
Well, I don't think we're gonna have that big of a problem.
What about the Adas of Charleston?
I think that special needs children are gonna be a very important part of Charleston from now on.
Okay, class, go for your recess.
Miss Sim. I think I saw smoke coming out of your car.
Huh? Nabilah, look after the class. Now finish up all your work.
Yes, Miss Sim.
What's wrong, Miss Sim?
Mr. Razali, there is smoke coming out of my car. I have to go and check.
Okay, I'll watch over your students.
Thank you so much.
Miss Sim, everyone who has finished their work can go for recess, right?
That's right. Thank you.
Kai, I hope you didn't touch the dry ice. Everyone, listen up. Go for your recess now, then come back and finish up your work. Go.
Mr. Razali, but what about tomorrow?
One day at a time, Kai. Now, hurry up and go for your recess.
It's okay, baby. I'll go get it.
Knock, knock.
Yes?
You must be Nabilah.
Who are you?
I'm your auntie.
All my life it feels like I've been chasing after dreams and shadows, always one step behind them, keep trying to catch them. Maybe the destination's not the place you're going, it's right here, right now. Life is short, there ain't no time for second guessing. Mistakes are lessons learned. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. It's better to have loved and lost than never love at all. Understand.